Hi everybody. This weekend we are spending some time out in the Hocking Hills. It's Jared Bartow's birthday weekend, and unbeknownst to him, his lovely girlfriend Laura, aka my girlfriend, is putting together a surprise birthday for him. So the husband and I, of course, we have to be here too. So he rented us a cabin and we're going to be spending the weekend just relaxing, hanging with our friends, seeing some of our musicians out this way, and just having a good old time. Here, let me show you the little cabin. It is so cute. It's got a hot tub. My husband won't get into it because he's a big baby. And we're up on the hill. And way down yonder there, you probably can't make it out in this video, but I took a picture of it. I'll put it with this. There's like a little stream down there, and it's really, really pretty, really cute. And that's the side of the cabin. It's got a little deck here off the side. It's really pretty. I can't wait to have my coffee in the morning. Hopefully I'll see some deer or something. But this Friday we're going to be out at Home Tavern to see Jared Bartow. He's going to be singing for us. And then tomorrow afternoon we are going to be out in the middle of nowhere. My husband's got me in a field, a barn. I don't know what the hell we're doing, but with a whole bunch of people I don't know, so it's gonna be fun for me. But hopefully we have a really good weekend. We'll have more content. See you later.
Hey everybody, this is Doug with Ohio Country Showcase. I hope you had a great weekend. I know Mrs. Showcase and I had an absolute blast, and I'll tell you why. Many weeks ago, a friend of ours, Laura, reached out to Mrs. Showcase and invited her to a surprise birthday party to one of our really good friends and music buddies, Jared Bartow. Out in some farmland out in the middle of nowhere outside Logan. It was actually funny. I had to get a grid coordinate to find it. They couldn't give me an address. So that's one adventure of the weekend. But anyway, like I said, weeks ago, she reached out to us and invited the wife to the party. And so as it got closer, I said, you know what? Let me try to find the cheap cabin for the weekend. And turns out that I did. We found a nice little cabin. And Mrs. Showcase, who's usually pretty picky about the places we stay, was kind of happy with how this place turned out, especially with the price. She'll be telling you about that a little bit later. Anyway, so rented a cabin, we're heading that way, and lo and behold, I looked up because, I know a guy who does these daily show lists, so I have a good idea of who's playing where, and lo and behold, the guy we were sneaking down there to surprise was playing at the Home Tavern down in Logan on Friday night.
I was born in the middle of Calvin County, USA, where the out-of-towners buy up the land and keep every dollar made. My heart beats in these hollows, hills, and caves. It ain't built for me to stay. I learned the way of the road before I knew the weight of the world. I did my part, giving to my heart dark liquor and pretty girls. I've run 1,000,000 miles around this town, I ain't never made no ground.
So I said, that's perfect. We'll go down and see him. He won't be none the wiser. And the next day, we're going to pop in and surprise him. So anyway, as we headed down, I did see, before we popped into Home Tavern also, that ROBMAN Acoustic was going to be playing at Revolutionary Rock Bridge. It's a newer winery, and it's a little bit out of the way too. And it was funny as we drove up to it because I thought I was lost, but Mrs. Showcase saw the sign and we turned in, and lo and behold, we found the place, and I'm glad we did. Talked to the owner, really great guy, really nice person. Mrs. Showcase used to drink wine, and she doesn't anymore. And I've never really been a wine drinker, but they don't offer beer or anything at this point, so just straight winery. So he talked us through the wine list and found us a few things. And so we took a couple samples and settled on Buster. It is a white wine that they age in bourbon barrels. Perfect for me. Bourbon, right? So bought us a bottle, sat and drank it, introduced ourselves. ROBMAN Acoustic's wife came running over. She recognized us right away. Introduced herself, super nice lady. We sat back and watched Rob play for a while, and during his break, his friend Roger, who sits in for his breaks, got up and sang, and they were both very entertaining. Great people there, met some nice folks around the winery. Like I said, talked to the owner for a bit. Real nice guy, can't wait to go back down. A lot of our people on the page play down there regularly. So next time we head down to Logan, we're definitely going to make a stop in there again. I like that wine so much, I bought 2 bottles to take with us. And that's saying a lot because I am not a wine person. So after we left there, we ran down to Home Tavern to see our buddy Jared Bartow, of course, and he knew we were coming. At this point, I just told him that last minute we had a weekend off and we were getting a cabin. So we popped in to see him. No big surprise there. Ran into our buddy Eddie Bogan and his beautiful girl, Holly, and we had some other friends. Mr. Adams was there with his boss lady and others, and Jimmy and his daughter. The same crew we always run into down there. We love our Logan friends. And I had a good time listening to Jared play, and there was a young lady in the crowd that especially had a good time listening to Jared play, and she got up and was the absolute best dancer in the place. Adorable. I had to take a video of her, pop the reel up. That thing's gotten thousands of views, and for good reason. That little girl was just adorable, and the way she cut a rug put Mrs. Showcase to shame. She needs to take some dance lessons from her. But anyway, we ended the night there, headed back to the cabin where there's a hot tub. I won't go into any details about what happened the rest of the evening. Anyway, got up in the morning, feeling pretty good. Actually, we had a good hangover after we're doing shots in the hot tub all night, but we got over that, went out and about, did a little bit of antique and running around looking at things, and got prepared for the big surprise party. Like I said, they had to give us grid coordinates to find this place, and rolled up on it, and I thought we were going to be out in the middle of a field, but it was actually pretty nice. They had indoor plumbing in this big barn and electricity, and super nice place. It's huge. And so we sat there for a while, catching up with Laura and some of our other friends and waiting for the birthday boy to show up. Mr. Adams come rolling in with a crew with him and surprised the heck out of him. But got to sit around, listen to him play a little bit, palling around with good buddies, and it was actually a really good time. Met some new artists, and I'm actually going to try to find some good booking opportunities for them.
Come back. Your words might be my damnation. All I'll say. Take your best shot, show me what you got. Honey, I'm not free.
Ended up turning around, come back home Sunday. Good weekend to get away. I've been working crazy hours. Mrs. Showcase, God bless her, has to keep the household going while I'm working 7/12s. And it was really nice to get away with her for the weekend. So we were working on getting footage and building a podcast, as I've told you all before. We did put out a little episode weeks ago This one is going to come out a little late, as we are going to try to stack content so that we can hopefully start putting out a podcast once a week. That's the aim, and that way it gets into the YouTube algorithm, and people will start watching us. It'll start building a base, and hopefully we can get more eyes on local artists here in the great state of Ohio. Anyway, that's it. Enjoy the rest of the video, or this might be the end of the video the way my son cuts it. Thank you, Justin, for all the hard work you're doing to try to put this thing together. Thank you, Mrs. Showcase, for keeping the house together and putting up with my big ugly mug. And hopefully we get enough content that you guys get to see a nice, fresh podcast next week. That's about it. Have a good week, everybody. We'll see you next week.